The Toho Company makes wonderful monster movies that we at Lazy Alien absolutely adore. We want to share our love of these films with the world, and with that in mind, we also want to mention that some of these clips do not belong to us. We've made this video for entertainment purposes only, and the clips we've used should fall under fair use. The films featured within are the property of the Toho Company, and if you like these videos, buy their films. Godzilla, King of the Kaiju, would appreciate it. What's up, guys? It's Kevin and Cypher here with Lazy Alien. Once again, we're joined by Matt, and this time by Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hello.
Special guest.
Gordy's coming back. Don't worry. We're not replacing him with a rubber band.
I'm a rubber band.
We wanted to be in on this episode particularly, so we were like, well,
Okay.
So
you have your reasons, so
Ghidorah is my spirit animal. If you want to entertain yourself, just look at any of Ghidorah's heads and think of what any one is looking at any given time.
Just at any given time.
Just like.
So today we watched Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, which is the second movie released in 1964 for Godzilla, the first being Mothra versus Godzilla, which we didn't care so much for. I think people were mad at us for that.
They fell asleep.
I think some folks were mad at us for that. So this time around we watched Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. What did we think of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster? Better?
It was fantastic.
it was really good, all over the place, but
All over the place.
really good.
That was the most stunted. There you go. That's how that works. So the plot.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even know how to piece it together.
How do you even start?
So, like, they started with apparently an alien conspiracy team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and one
main-
news reporter.
The main lady in this entire movie, who's a news reporter for Toyo TV. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Toyo
Which we
TV.
thought was a typo, but wasn't.
It wasn't. No. You see the tower later on, but apparently she's a non-believer in aliens. Surprise, surprise.
Like most people.
And that's why they didn't show up. Because
Yeah.
the one
That's
non-believer.
why.
During that time, this princess was flying in a plane during the meteor shower, which was apparently aliens. And then these aliens ended up entrancing her, and then they talked to her.
Sending her psychic messages to
Told
escape.
her to step out of the plane.
No, they just told her to escape, and
They did.
she decided to go and open the door to the plane and just step off.
Bitch is gonna jump out the plane.
Oh my god.
Escape.
I'm telling her to escape.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, she didn't leap.
saying a
She didn't
scout.
jump.
Yeah,
She just
that's right, yeah,
opened and then just woof. You know?
And then the toy plane exploded.
Yeah. it just-
Immediately afterwards, well, almost simultaneously, we didn't know if she fucking lived or died.
Whoa! This was us trying to dissect the plot of the movie. We just... It goes all over the place because the movie goes all over the place.
Yes.
And you're really just kind of waiting for it to tie all the monsters together.
Because essentially, Rodan comes out of nowhere. And even before Rodan, we get introduced to Mothra in larva form.
Yep.
Through
Just
the
hanging
TV
out.
show.
Just hanging out at Infant Island on a TV show.
Somehow.
Yeah.
That one's a he.
You're fucking kidding me.
Monster song is unreal, bro.
Your favorite, Chris?
This isn't the same song.
No, it's not.
I don't even know how that image got through to the TV show because apparently the Shobijin are there at the show,
Yeah.
and then they
They sing to Mothra.
sing to Mothra. Does that projected image fucking via miles from Infant Island to the TV show projected into every TV show,
Again,
every TV in every home? Like,
mystical energy. Right?
oh, mystical energy, my ass! Like,
nothing about any scene where the Shobijin sing makes any sense.
and after that, Then we deal with Rodan coming out of...
Then Rodan comes out of a crater in Mount Aso.
Yeah.
Just kind of out of nowhere.
Oh, Beak!
There's Rodan.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is. It's adorable.
Wow!
I guess there's some context for Rodan coming back because I'm sure it's tied in somehow with the Rodan movie.
Yeah, which we...
But we didn't see it, and we're not going to cover it because it's not a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, there's no Godzilla.
Sorry,
so.
Rodan.
Sorry, Rodan. You're cool and cute and all with your little
Hero
hatch
attacks.
beak.
Don't go on that boat. Don't
Okay.
go on that boat.
Yeah,
Why? Why?
Because Godzilla.
Nobody ever... She never fucking tells us why. But then we see why. Because they pan to the boat, which is miraculously now a toy.
So you know what's going to happen to it.
And then all of a sudden we get a...
Too late. It's already turned into a toy. Oh. Okay. What the fuck? Were those puppet whales?
Yeah.
Godzilla.
That's why they're puppet whales.
Puppet whales.
We're just gonna fucking drop him on us like that.
Yeah.
Right away!
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, and
They were puppet whales and they were
Puppet
adorable.
whales. Yes, they were.
They look like giant gray hot dogs.
I know, I was gonna say
Look like whales.
it looks like
They were.
something. I don't know what it was.
We also have to mention that this is set in Japan where it's 28 degrees Celsius on New Year's. And there are meteor showers all over the place for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Strange
Yeah, I
things
forgot
are
about that.
occurring.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
In
the
winter,
opening
it's 28
concept.
degrees in Japan.
And Mount Fuji is apparently gets more active later on in the movie. And after they show the one meteor that landed close to wherever they were. I forget where they were, to be honest.
It's not important.
Mount
Yeah.
Aso. They're at Mount Aso.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
That's where the meteor was, right? Wasn't it? Or
no,
was that
because
the
Mount
volcano?
Aso
What a
is
terrible
the
name for
volcano-
a mountain.
Yeah, that's
is the volcano that's
right.
more active.
Yeah, that's where Rodan crawled out.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the meteor...
Rodan came out of Mount Aso.
This meteor that landed that these people are studying later on ends up being an egg that King Ghidorah, which apparently is a celestial being...
That's a lot of sparklers.
And a fire explosion. It wasn't even a shape
it's
in
him.
the egg.
There he is.
Wow, that was actually pretty cool.
That was.
He's
You
made...
can see his wires.
and then forms into King Ghidorah.
Yes. Starts as a
An egg rock
fireball.
thing.
Mass-
And then the egg rock thing opens and then energy comes out. So there wasn't even a fucking like being in
There
it.
was no
It was
form.
There was like a fireball which became an
It
energy
looked like a
thing.
phoenix. Okay, it looked like a phoenix in the air and then it started to look like a dragon.
So then Godzilla fights Rodan, which was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that was. It was really hilarious. Godzilla looked like Rodan was like bullying the shit out of him, and Godzilla wanted to cry because there was moments
kept-
where he's just like,
He kept going like this and kind of turning away.
yeah, and then like his face is, yeah, atomic breath don't fuck.
Jesus Christ.
He's pecking him in the head.
What the?
Fucking Godzilla. He's like, what the fuck did you just do?
Come at me, bro.
I did not like that shit.
He kept just like blowing air in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, we cannot figure out, because the first time you see Godzilla's atomic breath when it destroys the boat, it's blue.
Yeah.
Like it's like we thought it was supposed to be, because the first time we see it in color is in King Kong vs. Godzilla, and it's blue.
Yeah.
And then from then on in the movie it was white and didn't seem to do a whole lot, so it kind of feels like it wasn't his atomic breath.
Yeah.
Just like, that
Fuck
doesn't
him.
look like atomic breath.
He's
though.
just shaking
Yeah.
it
He's
off.
just doing the Superman frost breath to him.
And
Is there
we're
a
really-
stage in between?
I feel like he probably has some sort of other ability akin to like a frost breath or something like that.
Yeah, from what I can tell, Godzilla's only ever had atomic breath. I think we're gonna have to chalk this up to an editing inconsistency. The highlight of the Godzilla vs. Rodan fight has to be when Rodan grabs Godzilla and lifts him into the air.
Yeah, fucking into the air.
And drops him on a electric tower. And he just kind of collapses it all, and it lands directly on the crotch.
Oh, he dropped him!
Look at that fucking waveform. Right in the dick! Right in the dick.
Right in the dick. Right in the big reptile dick.
Yeah.
So Ghidorah starts fucking up the countryside. Like Godzilla never could.
Yeah, puts Godzilla to shame.
He's
Whoa!
Okay, he's got lightning
Oh shit!
breath.
I'm a firing my laser.
holy shit!
Ghidorah's a champ, man.
Lightning breath.
They're fucking Tokyo. Oh,
Shit.
like,
They're putting Godzilla to shame at the fucking moment. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're just fucking destroying.
fuck
Just
this,
fucking
fuck
up
this,
everything.
Fuck this.
Fuck
Fuck
this,
this
fuck
building,
this.
fuck this building, fuck this building.
Fuck this.
Just wrecking everything.
He's like Royd wrecking everything. Like he's on Royd. It doesn't matter. Like anything is in his line of sight.
It was definitely way... No, it must be like he's on crack, because it was definitely way worse than Drunk Godzilla.
He was a laser light show for fuck's sake.
He was a laser light show.
All he had to do was stand in one spot and just fucking heads go.
And they got really cool with it at times too. Like there's this wonderful shot where like Ghidorah's way in the back and he fires firing my laser more or less straight towards the camera and like collapses this mini arch that's like in the foreground and like
that was great.
yeah, it's all miniatures, but it looks great.
It looks awesome.
Go, Mothra, go.
Damn, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Except for the people that were standing in front of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those
I have
looked
glued
horrible.
in there.
What I liked a lot about this destruction is when we see the destruction with Godzilla, it's force, it's physical. With this, they had a edited in beam of lightning. So, what were was it all set detonation? Was it all?
That's a good question. I wonder if they were like, yeah, if it was just we edit out the frames where there's a hammer smashing the building.
You remember that? You remember the arch that you're talking about? You remember how it fell? Exactly where the lightning cut through.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
that's
question.
why I was
How
like, that was-
exactly did they do that?
Yeah, that was a really good shot.
So that's what's great about the special effects in these movies is they don't have to look convincing. They just have to look good enough where you go, how'd they do that?
Yeah, exactly. And you're still pleased by it. If it's corny where you're like, I obviously know what the hell's going on there, you lose a certain nostalgia for it, right?
Yeah.
But even if it's corny, but you're like, how did they make that work? It's still really... Do you remember when Mothra went to get Godzilla and Rodan's attention?
And then he sprays...
And he goes and he sprays Godzilla with the fucking string shot. Oh, really? Oh, I know this shit. What is this shit?
Screenshot.
Oh, he's laughing!
Godzilla's speed fell.
Oh shit.
And then he sprays
Rodan
Rodan.
starts laughing at him. And then he turns to Rodan.
He sprays Rodan.
But
so
not
Godzilla
with the string
starts laughing.
shot. Not with the string shot.
With
something goopy. It's not very effective. You're getting it too, fucker. Oh, it looks wet. That's gross. Ew, it looks like snot. It's
Oh my god.
yeah.
Like
He spit on Rodan.
like a loogie. Like a
It got a little icky. I don't know what happened there.
the loogie on him.
Yeah,
But
I
that
would
led
not-
to
Godzilla laughed his ass off.
and that led to one of the funniest scenes in the movie, which was Mothra attempting to convince Godzilla and Rodan to work together against King Ghidorah.
The shit they said was awesome.
Being narrated by the Shobijin because they're all just roaring at each other.
Apparently, Shobijin can only speak monster. Because the guy's like...
Because that one guy couldn't speak monster, but the Shobijin
He
can.
made it quite clear that he couldn't.
You guys fuck off and come with me now? Jesus Christ.
What do I know? I don't speak monster
monster
language.
language.
説得していますが、なかなか聞き入れてくれそうもないんです。争いをやめて、みんなで力を合わせて、地球をキングギドラの暴力から守ろうと言っています。ゴジラもラドンも賛成したの？いいえ、ゴジラもラドンも俺たちの知ったことが勝手にしやがれ。
None of their business and they don't give a shit.
Fuck this. There's no reason to help humans. Humans always make trouble. Because you always fuck shit up for humans.
ラドンもそうだそうだと言っています。
Ronan says he agrees.
Apparently Mothra wasn't convincing enough. Because...
Well, yeah, they wanted an apology from each other.
Yeah.
Ronan and Godzilla wanted an apology from Mothra for spraying them and stopping their fight. But Mothra was saying that, you know, the planet isn't just for the humans, it's theirs too, and they should defend it. And then Godzilla and Rodan turn around and they're like, yeah, it's none of our business, we don't care.
Why should we care about humans? They always fuck things up
Rodan
anyway.
says he agrees.
Rodan says he agrees.
But then, you know, little larva, Mothra, but larva, goes off and he's like, they're all like, Mothra's going to fight alone. And it's like, are you serious?
He doesn't stand a chance.
He's going to take on King Ghidorah?
Yeah, how the fuck does he live?
So he comes
Seriously.
down the hill, comes inching down the hill. King Ghidorah don't even take 2 seconds. Like, fucking like, Mothra goes like
shit out
50
of it.
feet in the air. Oh, shit. Godzilla, get your fucking ass in there, you fucking dick.
Bro! Yeah, Mothra gets launched into the air repeatedly and tossed around like... It's like an orca playing with a seal.
Oh man, it's so bad.
This savage beating may be to separate hide from flesh.
The great part is after he's done this twice to Mothra, Godzilla comes up over the mountain to see what the fuck's going on over here. He's like, alright, motherfucker, you don't be picking on this little fucking shit. he comes running down the hill. That was so funny. Yeah, you know, yeah.
He's
yeah,
like
exactly, yeah. He's like, now that I see you, I fucking see what they're talking about.
You are kind of a douche, man.
Yeah. This guy? Oh, I'm coming after this
Fuck
fucker.
this motherfucker.
You're gonna pick on someone your own size, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ow! Fuck!
Shit.
That was mildly annoying.
There was a lot of Godzilla throwing rocks in this movie.
Yeah, Godzilla
Yeah.
was
Oh my
like,
Jesus,
Like,
yeah.
he was just tossing
Rock after
stuff.
he learned it from Kong.
He picked it up from King Kong, and they had him do it enough that I'm pretty sure I saw the same shot of Godzilla throwing the same rock.
Yeah.
3 times.
His atomic breath wasn't working properly, so he had to resort to something else.
You know what?
When Godzilla and Rodan played volleyball.
I was just gonna say that.
Yes.
The throwing rocks escalated at one point.
Yeah.
Rodan's head moves is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Oh, he's blocked now.
deflecting.
He's like,
It's not a block if you...
Headbutt!
Now they're playing volleyball.
Yes!
yeah.
Oh, it's just the rock is
Go.
changing shape every time.
Oh, headbutt!
Go. Volleyball.
They had a legit like 6 or 7 round exchange.
Yeah, it got ridiculous.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is that the costume for whoever is inside of Ghidorah's costume, if you're to look at his chest underneath his head, there's clearly someone's arms here like this.
Yeah.
And his ribs look like someone's crossed arms. And that is too big a coincidence to me. There's gotta be someone in there.
Just standing there.
The way Rodan's neck folds and then his chest.
Yeah.
Oh man, when he first poked his head out and his jaw just like
You can see them, yeah. What I like to picture is like having some sort of X-ray vision to see through the costumes and see what the actors are actually doing. So you got like King Ghidorah there. That's like, you know, somebody just standing there like this, like moving like with his feet, like.
And all the rest of it is wires. You know,
All the rest
his
of
head's
it's
are wires, his wings
tails.
are wires,
Yeah.
his tails are wires.
You got Rodan, who's probably doing the same. Well, no, I'm assuming he'd have.
I think a lot of the time Rodan doesn't have a person in him.
I think when he's flying, he doesn't.
Yeah, when he's flying, he doesn't.
And when
but-
he's on Ghidorah's back, I don't think.
But he's got to have somebody in him when him and Godzilla are standing and you see them
Yeah.
from the back when
Yeah,
Mothra's
when they're,
talking
like,
to him.
standing
Because it
and
looks like
fighting
he's
on the
standing
ground.
there and he's going like this.
Yeah, they
like,
stand on the ground.
did you see that? He literally
But-
looks like he's humping the air.
The best thing to
I am
me-
looping that footage.
I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. No way I'm disco.
Better than thinking of an X-ray of seeing what they're doing inside, I'm thinking of their perception of filming. Because imagine filming the Ghidorah fight as Ghidorah. Because your arms are like this. You can't see shit. Someone's in front of you in a giant ape costume with a
standing
tail
there.
on it, just flailing around. Because Godzilla also can't see shit, and he's doing this the whole time. There's a giant worm on like wires behind you, and there's a giant like raptor with wings jumping on your back, and you're supposed to act like you're actually a monster in a fight.
There's got to be so much shouting going on. Like,
Oh, man.
Communication to get through the costume. Communication here.
The guy who's directing that scene, I wonder what his stage direction is to the actors inside of those costumes. Because
Pokes them with a stick.
There's nothing you can say to
Move
them
over
to
here.
make them not look
Move over here.
outrageous. It's amazing.
Just moves them around the stick. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, keep going.
Like all joking aside, it had to be a freaking nightmare to do
God.
those scenes.
It was a
Yeah.
logistic nightmare to film that scene, for sure.
Yeah, this is okay. The Kong Godzilla fight was like a little campy at times, but you could tell they were still trying to do like a serious badass
Yeah.
fight. This really
Jokey.
this got off the rails.
When the finishing move against King Ghidorah is string shot. Oh man, King Ghidorah's speed fell.
3 fucking heads.
Godzilla's
wow.
trying to seismic
Oh.
toss.
Rodan's like, get on my wing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, but it failed.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not much of a monster
give him a
right
better
now,
angle.
so I'm gonna give you a better
he's giving him an
angle.
angle.
Firo and Weedle are working together. Firo using fly with Weedle on its back and using string shot.
They definitely started taking lots of swings at Godzilla's private parts in this movie. Like, his ass got hit. His crotch got hit twice.
Ghidorah hit him in the crotch.
Straight to the crotch, yeah.
It ended on kind of a sour note.
Yeah.
Because eventually what it comes down to is Ghidorah is being held down by Godzilla and Rodan.
Godzilla's got
Wow.
both King Ghidorah's tails.
And Rodan's on his back, and Mothra is covering Ghidorah's 3 heads with whatever.
Did you notice their switch up of their teamwork, though? Because what they started it with in the beginning was Godzilla and Mothra teaming up, right? And Rodan was going after the
Ghidorah.
after King Ghidorah, like, as the main fucking distraction, right? And then Godzilla became the main distraction, and then Mothra gets up on fucking
Gets
Rodan's
up on his
wing.
fucking
Yeah.
wing.
Oh, yeah.
So they
Firo
switched
used
it,
fly.
right?
That
so
was
they
cool.
switched it because they're like, this way ain't fucking working. Let's switch.
Because Rodan is getting the shit kicked out of him
Yeah.
behind a rock.
Yeah.
And then he comes out again.
Kevin,
And so
I was
Godzilla
thinking in
comes
my
up
head
behind him
the
and
first
throws
time
a
when
rock at
Rodan
him.
peeked up over the fucking rock, I was thinking, is it safe? Oh shit! Yeah,
Nope.
not
Fuck you.
Noise.
And then he just flies away.
So once
Yeah.
once Mothra and Rodan are up here and they're, you know, Mothra's using
string shot.
straight shot on King Ghidorah.
and Godzilla's holding together his heads.
Yeah, onto his
tails.
tails,
He's
so he
so-
can't
yeah.
fly up, right? Just so they
Yeah.
cover him.
And they wrap up Ghidorah's 3 heads.
Yeah,
And Ghidorah says, "Fuck it."
And
I can't
flies
see
away
and
blind.
flies away
Yeah.
Flies away blind. So
Into
he
the
doesn't even know where he's
into
going.
the sky,
We're asking where he's going, and he doesn't even know.
Presumably into space.
and then
Presumably.
we pan back down, and we see the Shobijin on the back of Larva Mothra
Yep.
Swimming away.
swimming away, and they're like, "Bye-bye, we are going back to infinity."
Sayonara.
You know that, yeah. And then pan back to the friggin' island, not Infant Island, but the island that they were fighting on. And then you got Rodan and Godzilla standing side by side, kind of doing a little like wave, but not really
Yeah,
waving.
they're not waving.
They're not
but, like,
waving. They're not
you,
like.
you feel like they are. Ghidorah's look amazing.
Yeah, it's
His
gold and
roar
everything, yeah.
sounds like like a bad cell phone ringtone.
Yeah.
I I can't even imitate
No,
it.
No,
I
We're
can't
just
even
gonna have
hear.
to-
You're just gonna have to cut that in.
And we're just gonna have
No
to
one
cut
can
it in
imi-
behind us.
No one can imitate that.
It's like part of the dial-up tone.
Oh, we also remember when we first see Rodan, and we're all like, "Ooh, what's Rodan gonna sound like?" And what do we get?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
the beginning
for
of-
for a moment we like the first time it's like an actual squawk of some kind. It's like a legit original sound. Mm-hmm. And then briefly, when he rises into the air, we hear like the first half second of what is definitely Godzilla's roar being used as Rodan's roar. Yeah, but for a moment it was normal.
What the hell was that?
That was a brief Godzilla roar.
Yeah, I was just about to
As
say.
Rodan's roar. That's what that was.
Way before we've even seen Godzilla.
Yep.
And it's like we've watched the first 4 movies. We know what his roar
We
sounds
know
like.
what that sound
Why
is.
are you
I,
doing that?
I know what that roar looks like as a waveform at this point.
Godzilla's costume in this one was the exact same costume
Yes.
in the last one, except for the jaw.
Except
Yeah,
for the
they-
jaw,
they fixed
which
him up.
was the only problem we really had with it.
Right.
So they looked like he had this floppy
Well,
jaw.
and the eyes, but
The goggle eyes. I mean, that suit, you kind of don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
right.
Like,
It wasn't
There's
as
not
bad
much
as
you can
off.
also like. There's not much they can do to control the element of light coming through his eyes.
Right.
When he's looking this way to make it look like, oh, he blind as fuck. Like he looked like he a blind Godzilla. And then he turned. It's like, oh, he's pupils. Oh.
he's got chihuahua eyes, man.
He really does.
He has cataracts.
Yeah.
In some shots.
That's what
At
I'm
times
saying.
he
Like
really
he's blind
does.
as fuck. He's got cataracts, right? I can't see.
Ghidorah looks like
I didn't know where the fuck his heads were going.
Ghidorah looks like 3 cobras with Parkinson's wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah. And you like I swear there were a couple shots where you could see the heads getting tangled together.
Yeah, it was
One of the times it looked like the head turned enough to break its own goddamn neck.
I remember that. It was kind of like stuck
It's
down
dead.
for a little while.
Yeah, it's like,
It got like
It's
trapped
dead.
by a wire and it got stuck.
My favorite was any time they started to like hit each other as if they were like giraffes fighting in the
The young rival seems to think he has a chance and attacks.
and you're right, David. I liked Mothra in this one a lot better than the other one.
Finally.
Thank you for that, for at least, letting me know that it gets better.
Can I just touch on Mothra for a second though?
Yeah.
Never a moth in the movie.
Not once.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
They should call it Larvara.
Never once a moth in the movie.
All right.
Star ratings.
Star ratings.
Star ratings.
How do we rate Ghidorah the three-headed monster?
Kevin, you first. Because you rarely go first.
Oh, let's just cut in the music behind me while I think about this here.
An eternity later.
Cut in the SpongeBob time cards. Cut in Mothra's song.
12 seconds later.
I'm gonna say 4.5, because the fight scene, the final fight scene, as short as it was really awesome. The fight scene between Godzilla and Rodan was really awesome, especially that freaking tower drop. That was incredible. I'm gonna have to turn down the audio so much because we just yelled so loud.
Oh yeah.
But its problems were not enough monster fightness, a little too much focus on the lady from Jupiter, and insane editing. Just completely off the rails editing. So it had a few drawbacks, but for the most part, a lot of fun. Connor.
Pressure's on.
I don't know yet. Oh, Jesus.
All of a sudden. Okay. Well, it's relative, really. If I put Broderick at 1 star.
It's the Topolis.
If any.
Well,
Making a mental comparison in your
a
head.
no-star movie is just no movie.
Fair enough.
So, 1. I'd definitely give it like 3.5 because it's not my favorite. It's definitely not as good as some of the ones you're going to be watching soon,
Right.
for sure. anything
Alright.
with Gigan is amazing.
Yes.
So definitely like a 3.5. The editing is absolutely insane because if there was if there was like a screenwriter for that movie, his job was completely lost.
I feel like that's what I'm experiencing while watching the editing in this movie.
Yeah.
Because, like, what is
Really
happening
confused
right
as to
now?
what's going on.
It
Yeah.
almost seemed like they blew a lot of their budget on just like costuming costumes and having 2 flying monsters and having a lot of puppeteering work for Ghidorah and for Mothra's larval state and stuff like that. I feel like that's why the fight just kind of is just like done, and then the fight's over, and then the movie's over, and that's probably why there's so much of like people just kind of like talking about the lady from Jupiter for a really long time. It's just like filler because they didn't actually have that much actual film of monsters fighting for this movie.
Mine's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Solid 4?
A solid 4
Alright.
because I enjoyed Mothra a bit more because Mothra was all like, "Hey, Godzilla, Rodan, get your shit together."
Negotiation scene.
And
was
then
really
you know,
good.
like to get their attention, he's all like, He's like, I also love how he honked a loogie on Rodan and gave Godzilla the same thing that Godzilla fucking dealt with before.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's all like, you know what this is.
Godzilla's
You
gonna
know
get,
what
like,
this is,
PTSD.
right? Yeah. Yeah, right? He's like, I've been here before.
I remember this shit.
Right? So, I love the fact that King Ghidorah has like fucking lightning that just fucking goes wherever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
Like, just
Wherever his head's pointing.
laser lightning, because it wasn't even real lightning properties. It didn't go down. It went like
Arced across
across.
surfaces.
Yeah.
It didn't
So,
arc straight down to whatever nearest.
Definitely a solid 4 for me.
Matt?
I'm gonna say solid 4 as well.
Solid 4?
Mostly because love you, Gojira. Love you, King Ghidorah. You 3-headed badass dragon shooting lightning into your 3 heads. That's fucking dope. Mothra was getting better there, minus the fact. Man, he is one tough motherfucker. He is Krillin, if anything. Okay? He's like, yeah, you can hit me. I'm still alive. What's up? Yeah, I can keep going. Yeah, alright, everyone, we win. Time to swim away.
So for the ratings here, we had 4.5, 3.5, 4, and 4, which puts it above Raids Again and Mothra vs. Godzilla. Definitely below King Kong vs. Godzilla. Probably above the original Godzilla.
It is above the original.
'Cause-
Look at him trying to place the movie in the chart in his head.
Yeah. While
You can put a chart over his head.
Well,
He's just gonna put it there.
gonna
Insert
overlay
here.
the fucking chart for all of this.
Why
So
don't
I'm
we
wasting my
refer to the
time.
fucking chart?
So, overall, a lot of fun though.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot
Yeah,
of fun.
it
with
was
so
that.
much fun.
I think
You'll see that. It was a lot of fun.
If it wasn't so much fun, it would be like a much lower star rating. for this.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it would have felt
Yeah.
painful almost.
I feel like if they didn't try and make it as campy as they tried to,
Yeah.
they clearly tried to go silly with it, because if
Yes.
they hadn't, it would have been like a downslope. It would have
Especially-
been not as good.
Especially because this story just wasn't there.
The story was just batshit.
And
I also don't think that Godzilla would have gotten a fucking power line fucking pull in the dick either.
Yes, and
that's
that
glorious.
might be the highlight of the movie.
seriously.
Just loop that footage. Just he dropped him.
I have forgotten to look at what movie comes next.
I guess,
it's a surprise.
I guess it'll be a surprise.
I'm
Or
just
you can
gonna
skip it.
put it on the screen once
Yeah,
again.
you are.
But I've forgotten to say it.
Well, then we do this. So the next upcoming movie is
Invasion of Astro Monster. Right? Because we're gonna voice over it. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel, which is Lazy Alien. Once again, my name's Kevin,
I'm Cypher.
Connor.
A man.
and we're out.